One of the key changes with accounts receivable transactions is that we've now embedded what used to be called the AR inquiry product into accounts receivable. So there's new inquiry options available on transaction entry. You'll see new icons for inquiring on transactions. There's a new document inquiry window accessible from AR transactions. And the customer activity window, what used to be called the customer activity window, is now called the customer inquiry window. And all of these incorporate the features and functions of the AR inquiry product. And so let's take a look at that inquiry functionality in accounts receivable. Beginning with, you'll notice that the customer, what used to be the customer activity icon is now called customer inquiry. And I can open that up. And I have the ability to look up a customer. And I can review the customer's setup information. I can also review any recurring transactions that have been entered for that customer. I can review activity and statistics for that customer. And I can get down to individual documents for that customer. So I can take a look at outstanding transactions, a review of detail lines, and so on, including refunds, receipts, adjustments. We can also, if you're using the order entry modules, we can also see order entry transactions. We can see IC contract pricing if we've defined that. And we can see pending transactions as well. To select a customer, we can always access the customer list, which allows us to create a quick list of our customers using one of these selection options available, or based on credit limit or anything like that. And when we're finished, we can go ahead and say process, and we'll see a window that appears that shows us a list of the customers that meet the criteria that we've selected. And again, from this list now, all I need to do is double click, and it'll take me into that same customer inquiry window, okay, giving me access to all of the customer information and all of the customer transactions. One other tip about this customer inquiry window is that we have a little drill here next to the customer number. If we need to edit something in the customer record, we can click on that drill down and it will take me into the AR customer record, allowing me to edit as necessary. Now, the customer inquiry doesn't end there. In your AR transactions, when we're entering a transaction now, or when we're reviewing a transaction, so let me just create a new batch here. I can call up a customer. And you'll notice here, anywhere where we have the document number field or a document number field, I have the ability to click on Inquiry, a new icon here, that will allow me to look up a document's historical transaction. So you can see here, I can select a document. If the document number existed in that field, it would automatically apply here, and I would look up that document. Now that's not only on the document number field. On the customer number field as well, I have an inquiry button, which when I click on that, again, it'll take me into the customer inquiry for that particular customer. So at the transaction entry level, and this is true for receipts, it's true for adjustments as well, on the document number field and on the customer number field, you have the new icon, the new inquiry icon that lets you drill down to either document details or customer inquiry. And that's a really helpful change for entering transactions and reviewing customer activity and customer transactions in accounts receivable. And in addition to the inquiry feature that's been added into accounts receivable, there are a few other minor transaction enhancements. When we enter reversals in bank services now, we will see on posting journals that our reversal entry will be going to a batch 0. Previous behavior showed that reversal entries would show on a posting journal with the exact same batch number and entry number as the original entry. But now if you're printing posting journals that include reversal entries, they will all be showing, the reversal entry itself will be showing as batch 0. And the next minor transaction enhancement in accounts receivable is that when we're entering receipts and we're filtering our open transactions, our open documents, you'll notice in the order by field, when you click down to select an order by,